Hello, we are all human and it's in our DNA to get out, travel, and explore. Well, it's also in Winnebago's DNA to build vehicles that will excite you and do just that. Welcome to 2025 Winnebago Revel. Here at Colonial RV, we're excited to just show you some of the new features that Winnebago has added to this model year. And it's hard to believe it's been 7 years since the Winnebago Revel was first introduced, and it has come a long way. We're going to go through those options, but first we just want to let you know most of these upgrades are coming from you or me, the voice of the customer. So we'll call it the VOC points. That is the upgrades in the new Revel, and we're excited. Let's go take a quick look. Now, before we go through all of the really cool features, we just want to tell you what has remained constant. There's a few quick things we just want to go over. Number one is a small footprint. The Winnebago Revel is still 19 foot 7 inches in length. It's 10 feet high, but it's really not that much longer than a Ford F-150 with a 5.5 foot bed. Number two, it's RVI certified, as you see here with the sticker. So what that means is Winnebago has routine and stringent testing that they want to make sure that the RV is built and is safe from things like fire, safety, heat, a number of the systems. So that's really important, because in the boom that the age that we're in of camper vans, where everyone's building vans, which is great, but since the 1950s, Winnebago's been building it RVI certified, and you can also get financing and insurance a little bit easier as well. The third one is really important to all of us, which is warranty, and that's remained constant. From Mercedes-Benz, you're going to get a 5-year, 100,000 powertrain warranty. Mercedes give you a 3-year, 36 bumper to bumper. Winnebago, all their camper vans is 1 year, 24,000 miles. Now, one of the real important features of this Winnebago, which has the Power Max system, which we're going to show you in a little bit, is the warranty from the lithium batteries. This is such a powerful system. Everyone's going to want to know what the warranty is. Well, from Lithionics, they're UL rated, and it's important to note they are different than most other lithium battery companies. The difference is one of them is going to be subjective, which will basically protect the manufacturer, not the consumer, but when it's objective, it's going to protect me and you as the consumer. The nice thing is, with the age that we're in, with apps and all of the batteries that we can see the levels, just to give you an idea, a Lithionics battery will have a minimum warranty of 2,000 cycles, and on a 315 amp hour battery, that's over 630 amp hours. Now, we can all know when we're using the batteries where we fall within that warranty. So Lithionics, great job, and we're really pleased that they have that. Great, so we just went over what remained constant over the last 7 years, but now let's take a look, and this is the exciting stuff. You'll see Winnebago has the first year of their new rims that they have in-house with the Winnebago logo, and you'll see it's great. They're putting the Revel, you're going to see several places in the fabrics, in the aluminum running boards where they're etching, laser cutting Revel, the model, into everything. So you got the new wheels. That's one of the things that when customers see the Revel, they always look at first. Just really, really cool. Great job with the new rims here. You're going to see also the running board. Winnebago has got this tubular aluminum, and they also, again, love that they're putting in Revel in there and laser cutting that into it. And as we want to show you, these running boards are stationary, and you can see they're really, really solid, running throughout on both sides, driver and passenger. So great job, Winnebago. Everything else will remain the same, but one of the really cool things that I love about this compared to previous years is going to be the rear ladder. We've seen a lot of customers, again, doing upgrades on their own. VOC, voice of the customer. Winnebago is listening. This ladder, for the first time, you don't have to worry about taking it off or locking it. It's fixed to the van, and you can see anyone can climb on this, and this is solid. They even give you a nice place that you can hang things on this. So great idea. And that's going to get us up to the roof ladder, which is and the roof racks, which has been redesigned with some fairings in the front and back. We're going to go up and take a look and show you what's on the front as well. So I just climbed up the new ladder, passing by Winnebago's solar panels, again, which remain up on top and is standard, affixed to the long roof rack system. This is a 215 watt system that you can upgrade for the first time up to 1,600 watts with portable solar if you would like to charge the big battery system. But the really cool thing, we got 2 spotlights from Black Oak. This is a company in Sarasota, Florida that Winnebago, as you can see, is installing. These are some of the best lights lights in the business. They each have over 11,000 lumens. So you got 22,000 lumens if you're going down the trail at night. Just really want to highlight exactly where you're going. And we've, again, another VOC, voice of the customer. Winnebago is installing them. Standard, great idea. Now, before we go inside and see all of the new features on the 2025 Revel, we just want to mention this is now built on the upgraded all-wheel drive 4-cylinder Mercedes engine. The engine itself has been proven. It's lighter, it's got more power, more torque, it has less noise, so it's a great addition to the 2025 Revel that has been out for a few months, so we're really excited about that. But now we're going to go in and take a look at all the new features. Again, the VOC, voice of the customers that Winnebago has listened, really cool stuff. Now that we just went over some of those really cool features outside, you're going to see a lot more changes on the interior of the 2025 Revel. One of the biggest changes, and again, VOC, is the seating for the third and fourth passengers here. Now we have two 3-point belts, as you can see with the seats. They're a lot more plush. It's nice that they even have the Revel embossed into the fabric. And you're going to see right here, they're going to have some, you can actually move the seats instead of just having a cushion, and this seat you can even give yourself some more room and move it into the center aisle. That's certainly going to help for longer trips with 2 adults or 2 children that just don't want to be touching each other. Now, as far as the interior, they're also going to change the palettes. You're going to have the Stealth, the Solstice, as well as the Overlander. Now, the Overlander is going to be an upgraded interior package. It's going to offer you a couple extra features. It'll give you floor mats up in the cab and throughout the coach, and it's also going to give you these nice insulated window blinds that will just give you a little bit more of a thermal break, and they look really nice too. So that would be the 3 palettes for the interior. And also for the exterior, when we were out there, this is the selenite. You also have the blue gray and pebble gray as options. One other change you'll see right up here in the front, the little dinette area, is going to be a whole new table design. It's nice that they have that topographical design, but this table, which you can adjust, and then you can also take it off and you could stow it behind these seats. So they're giving you, I think, a better, easier option for this little dinette table up front. You're going to look also throughout the coach, if you've seen the previous Revels, there's going to be new cabinet. They have these Blum style cabinet doors with compression latches, and you'll see they have colors that will tell you, and you'll see that they really are, whether they're unlocked or locked, and a little bit different than some of the other styles that they've used throughout the years. Now, when you look on this wall, you're also going to see that some of the information screens are going to be a little bit different in the 2025 Revel. First, you're going to have a whole new system, and this just came out in the Solus line in the last 6 months, so it's great that you have a whole new pad here that you can go through with all of the Winnebago systems. You'll be able to see your power consumption, and it's nice. You can also see your battery, what's coming in and what's coming out. In this case, we can turn off our 12 volts, which would be the light system. You have, again, AC and DC. So that's now, as you can see, we just turned on the power, and then instead of the old thermostat, you have a whole new Timberline. This is a new next generation Timberline system. So for the heating system, you can just come in, much more user-friendly pad here and screen to use. And also the Winnebago Revel has additional, a new heavier duty Thinsulate insulation throughout the van as well. So Winnebago just continues to make this more of an extended season or 4-season camper van. So you get some great interfaces here with the batteries and all of your systems on board, as well as the heat. The one-place system for just your levels is still the same, and then the loft bed. One of the bigger changes is going to be the absence of the cabinet door, which would be behind you, maybe a spice cabinet or some type of a pantry cabinet. You have a much longer countertop, plus the extension drawer that comes out where you're going to house your same stove top right here, which is induction, and the cutting board. So if you are going to be preparing food, it's just going to be a little bit easier, and a much longer countertop design will be in the interior. Again, we're just going to have all of the same latches, and these all are soft close. So it's nice that when you are inside, you're going to put some things inside that they're going to be soft close. Now, one of the other really big VOC, again, voice of customer, that Winnebago has done is a new bathroom door. The other one had magnets and were very difficult to open. You'll see this is much more solid when you're driving down the road, and then when you do open it, you actually have 2 doors. And they give you a nice little mirror on the inside. And just to show you, with the camera looking at us, if someone was in here and wanted to come out and use the back bedroom for privacy to get dressed. Now we can cut you off, and you have this little extension that you can't see if someone's going to be changing in the back. So thank you, Winnebago, for coming up with the new design of the bathroom doors, and again, for listening to your customers here through the years. Now up front, one of the other things that's going to also give you something new, which is the bedroom privacy. Got a little privacy zip up curtain, so if somebody was sleeping, now in the past they didn't have that, you can cut off the bedroom area if you have some guests that are going to be inside, or you just want to go in the back and change or sleep. So it's pretty cool that they have this new privacy curtain, and it's pretty thick, so it's also going to give you a thermal break. So if you were using the roof air conditioner at night just for the bedroom, you can put this down, and that would enable the air conditioning just to stay in the back of the coach and keep you a little bit cooler. Now again, we just wanted to show you all of the interior design up front, but the back, that's where some of the really good stuff is. Let's go back and take a look. Now as we come back in the cargo section, you can see also from the previous Revels, it's a little bit different. Winnebago's built a little bit bigger cabinet here because they have some with the Winnebago Power Max system. But before we talk about that, one of the other VOC important points is the water capacity. The previous Revels had a 21 gallon. This one's got a 35 gallon water tank. And one of the additional features you have now inside is you have a fresh water fill. So it's very easy, not only from the water system to fill it down here, but you can also just do a gravity fill from inside the coach, which is important. Depending on what the weather is outside, you can always just add it here. But Winnebago has added some additional L tracks on the floor. They have a few more positions of that if you're going to secure some of your cargo. And I really love that when Winnebago puts in their own vents and grates that they'll laser etch and have their Revel logo throughout, which there's a few different positions on vents, as well as some of the, in case of a technician plate to get into the systems. I love that they have that Revel logo all the way throughout. But now we're going to talk about and save the best for last, the Winnebago Power Max battery system, which is located right underneath here. We're going to open up this box and we're going to dive into all the components and take a quick look. Now, before we talk specifically about the new Lithionics battery, there's a few components in the Winnebago Power Max system that we just want to point out because they are new and there's improvements with them. So in addition to the batteries, which we'll get to, you have a Lithionics, their brain, their BMS system, which is going to be for optimal charging. So that's going to help you with charging the batteries a little bit faster. They also have, again, a second alternator. It's 48 volt. That is a 7,800 watt second alternator under the hood, and probably in about 2.5 hours with that new alternator and the charging system that's here, you can charge up those batteries back to full. The EcoFlow has a 5-in-1, it's a power hub system, and what that will do is it'll just be a power conversion system for multiple appliances and just making it more efficient. We also talked about the solar, which you have 210 watts, and that's you can max that out at 1600, so another component that's important in this battery system. But when we talk about batteries, before we get to this one, I'm going to quickly just talk about the evolution of the Winnebago Revel battery. In 2018 and 19, Winnebago had 3 AGM batteries, and each one was approximately just over about 1200 watt hours each. So when we talk about what you were able to do in a Winnebago Revel and the evolution. Then in 2020 to 2022, they came out with the new lithium batteries, and they had 2 125 amp hours, and now you were into each one was about 1600 watt hours. Then they offered in 2023 and 24 the upgraded battery, which was again, these are 12 volt batteries, they were the Lithionics, and now you had a 320 amp hour battery, which is just over 6,000 watt hours. Well, here we introduced the Lithionics, the GTO battery, which is a 51 volt battery system. Now, in this one, we have this one opted with the upgraded, so there's 2 of them. You'll see that the second one rests up here, and that's why Winnebago has a very shallow storage panel, and if you didn't have the second battery, it would be a much deeper basin for storage, but we have this one maxed out. So what does that mean in the revolution of the battery? So now with one of these batteries, you have well over 8,400 watts each. So you're into the 16.8 kilowatt hours of battery. That is a beast. And as we say in life, more power is also more responsibility, just like our friend Spider-Man. But in this case, people are always going to ask, well, more power, does that really, it's good, but it's also, is it dangerous? Well, we're going to get to that and explain that right now. So we're talking about safety. Lithionics. They're one of the only UL rated batteries, lithium, in the RV market today. And that's really important for you and for me if we're using a Winnebago Revel. So UL, again, is Underwriter Laboratories. And what that means to us, in order for them to pass, they have to pass a 22,000 pound crush test. Okay, so they crush this battery with 22,000 pounds. Then what? The battery would only pass as long as it does not give off any toxic fumes and the battery still functions. Now, that's truly amazing that Lithionics can build that battery as safe as it is. Plus, here's the bonus. Each battery is backed by a multi-million-dollar insurance policy, and that's important for you and I. If something would ever happen to this RV and it was caused by the battery, then you are protected by a multi-million-dollar insurance policy, which is important. That's why Lithionics does that. So now that you've seen this is an electronic beast, the 2025 Revel, you'll be able to sleep safe at night because of the batteries. And why not come out, again, another VOC, voice of the customer. The old Revel mattresses used to be 3.5 inches thick. The new ones, which you'll see is much more plush, is now 5 inches. So you're gonna have a little bit more of a comfortable sleeping at night after those long days out when you're hiking or biking or whatever you'd like to do out in the outdoors. You still have some new little baskets here that are storage that they have. They have a new design around the frames of the windows. You're still gonna have multiple power USB points, as well as the Ram Tough Track mounts if you want to mount an iPad or some other type of device back here, or a soundbar speaker. But we just wanted to show you the new, little bit of a redesign of the bedroom. That what makes the 2025 Revel, all of the changes, and what it makes it so exciting for us to get out and travel. So if you're looking to get out and explore, there's no better RV than the 2025 Winnebago Revel. It's a beast, electronic-wise, with the Power Max system. But from all of us here at Colonial RV in the Jersey Coast, we appreciate you for watching. Travel safe, and if you have any questions, give us a call at 1-800-265-9019 or visit us at colonialrv.com. Thanks for coming.